go. So we know that Nuke is a map historically, you know, they've been the best Nuke team, right? And it's something which they're going to have the strategical depth over a team like NaVi. They haven't had enough time to come up with all their reactions, and with NaVi, you know, getting a chance to start on the CT side there, playing those rotations is something Astralis do to the best teams in the world. So a team like NaVi, it should be too easy, I guess.
And the problem here is the third map. We'll look at. Well, the choice is going to be
Inferno.
so. It's probably just going to be Inferno.
Yeah.
So it's one that has been a perennial problem child for all iterations of NaVi, going back the last few years, basically. So you can't really ask for a better veto at this point in time for your Astralis. I actually think in this scenario, I agree, NaVi on train should be a better stylistic map. I just might have gone with Dust 2 just to gamble, just to say let's throw everything up in the air and see what happens, because maybe we outfrag them. That's one chance we have if we are NaVi.
I like the pick of Train though. They beat Mouse Spots on. They beat Mouse Spots on this map with the Ice Challenge, right? And that's something that Mouse Spots are a very good team on, right? Chris J even had a 1-on-5 in that, and they're still able to pick up the game 16-11. But I do, like Astralis, like we're saying here, it's not a map they pick into, but it's a map they're very proficient at. Device is fantastic at rotating around with the AWP, and they even have Magus doing the secondary AWPing over towards Ivy. It's something that they're able to make work very well, do pre-up aggressive with the M4 close pop, close main, Glaive rotating around, and then over towards inside. Well, Zipex is one of the OGs at anchoring that inner bomb site. So it's no easy task, but at least NaVi can go in with some confidence in the map that they were able to take a name like Mousebots down on it.
So NaVi, it does feel like, you know, Train is synonymous with NaVi. All throughout this team's history, it just feels like that has been one of their maps, their go-to. Now, here's a stat, at least as far as Boomich is concerned. He outperformed Glaive yesterday. Fair enough. Boomich had a great performance. Is he one of the players that we need to keep an eye on here for NaVi to kick things off in this series, or is it Electronic? Who are we watching on NaVi right now?
I don't personally put too much stock in that performance. I feel like that was like what you call found money. Like, it's brilliant that it was there, and you needed it actually in that game to have a chance, but the real story of that game was Electronic being so underwhelming and almost having no impact on the game. So when you consider they were in both those maps, I think if Electronic and Simple show up anywhere what you'd expect them to be, I mean, look at this, he's almost half his stats. So if you have one of the best players in the world ever perform like that, all frags are not created equal. The roles aren't the same in the game, the impact they have isn't. The thing about Electronic is if he's having a really, really strong performance, your T-side's probably flown at that point in time. You're getting into a lot of strong positions, also a very good clutch player, so I would much rather have this guy fragging than Boomich.
Yeah, you want it to be Simple, Electronic as the main two, right? And then whoever's contributing in that third position, it almost doesn't matter, just as long as somebody else is there to chip on in with your clutch round every now and again. But I think having Perfecto as the inside anchor for this NaVi roster is something which could be a problem, considering his, I guess, newfound place within Tier 1 counter.
Does he know how to communicate with the team? Does he know how to fit into the system? When he's going for his calls?
They're going to be shook. This is the game to have it done as well. Oh no, we're going to go out last place, and it's Astralis. Like, we shouldn't be playing them that. There's a million reasons why he could get nervous in this scenario. I wouldn't blame him.
No, please, I mean, continue, John. That's fine.
So look, with these guys right here, this is something which, if you're NaVi, you need to think about the context of the situation. This is just experience at this point. If it was me, obviously they're competitors, they want to go out here, they want to be getting the W, but it's a tough task. I said it yesterday, Astralis versus Complexity, but this one here should be back to business as usual for Astralis.
So, Astralis sitting down, ready to go. They are in the server, NaVi done with the chant, and they're ready to get going as well. And so we will now hand it over to our commentators to kick off the first series of the day. Anders and Moses, it's all you.
Well, we really appreciate that. We're ready for it as well. Should be, I don't know, kind of a spicy game. I thought Flamey could have picked that up way better. He could have been a little bit more aggressive. Astralis were not looking themselves yesterday, and I mean,
Типа, не знаю, братан, я хочу сначала с Ютуба начать, и там, может, посмотрим, как будет на Твиче. Меня комп не вывозит жестко, понимаешь, у меня вот даже разрешение падает все время. Я куплю себе потом процессор, ну, типа, все это будет покупаться постепенно, стопудово, я в этом году все куплю, будет нормально. Вот решил стрим завести, типа, с пацанами поговорить, по типу с тобой. Типа, блин, матч вообще очень редкий, охеренный такой. А ты смотрел мне масс про Кейна?
I'm very curious about how this is going to play out. I did pick Astralis to win this one, but I don't know if I was really heavily confident in it. There are just so many X factors that I wasn't
Кейн говорил то, что вот я знаю всякие тактики, как выиграть Astralis. Типа деньги мне скиньте, и это как его. Я вам расскажу.
I think the longest they've had with this lineup ever. So
yeah, but they just have so much experience and they're just so good. I mean, remember, this is the best team in the world. They're going to be able to just kind of pick that right. And what
там вообще, короче, угарно, но типа сделал типа обращение к NaVi и сказал то, что я знаю, знаете, тактики на Вертиго, вот, а вы эту карту не тренируете, поэтому давайте я вам сейчас все расскажу, но вы мне деньги заплатите. Я вообще так угорал в этот момент.
Wait a minute. Why you just
ну его нахер туда на
Well,
я просто для общения сделал.
I think it's interesting that we're starting
так
on
немного скучненько. Ну потом в будущем сделаем, может быть.
In terms of warming up, yesterday they played Dust 2 and Vertigo. Yeah. So now as a third map in the mix, I'm not saying that they don't know how to play train or anything, but yeah, just getting that warm up feeling back in and feeling like you're ready for the game.
Бегают что-то по карте. А, кстати, там трейн. Я увидел карту трейн, вроде была.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but I mean, as they said, one of the deepest map pools, so good across, pretty much every single map. I'm not worried.
Как думаешь, они прям все три карты возьмут или что? Я думаю, там будет прям жестко, за робот 3-2 будет, думаю. Часа на 4 где-то.
But for NaVi as well, some open spaces where you think their players are going to be comfortable. Simple with the AWP, Electronic very good.
Yeah.
Boomich yesterday was a monster.
Ну, может быть и такое, да.
Which play looks like we're ready. You can see the screen guard is up. And yeah, this should be a lot of fun. Yesterday was nothing like we expected. Oh, we're gonna have more chaos today. I really enjoyed that. A lot of fun to watch Complexity play. Well, now we've got Astralis and NaVi. Best of 3 here in London.
О, да, начинается.
Astralis, they're gonna be starting on the CT side. NaVi on the T side, and they have already bought a little bit of utility here. That one smoke on Boomich immediately makes me suspicious that something could be going on. It looks like Flamey's.
У Флейми опять что-то не так.
At some point.
Yeah, he's not budged, so we're gonna get a stop. So make sure you guys just rewind that cheer, do it all over again next time.
Yeah, get it back in there. Does that?
Стоп, они типа играют Вертиго?
Those single Molotovs we use for almost anything. I don't want to read too much into it, but I'm always suspicious when someone gets that in the pistol round, maybe especially on train.
You always have that kind of a feeling that it's gonna be saved for a plant somewhere to just be dropped on the bomb to delay the defuse a little bit longer. There's gonna be protocols for that on the Astralis side, on the defensive side, as it's a pretty popular strategy as well.
Если там будет Вертиго, короче, реально, ну, если они будут играть Вертиго, NaVi, я думаю, просрут. Они вообще не играют. Не, ну они, конечно, могут там на рофл турики, типа. Ну, они выигрывали эту карту. Может быть, если они по рофлу будут играть, то выиграют ее. Флейми опять снизу закинет и будет катать.
Can't really get enough of that.
Да, мы 10 винда. Активация Windows, видишь, что типа, она у меня пиратская. Я типа смотрел это, ее там можно убрать, но мне типа она не сильно мешает. Если, короче, люди будут писать, что она прям мешает, то я ее пытаюсь убрать. Но там типа это долго делается. Ну, она не сильно так, видишь.
He has got at least some grenades Sip to try and buy some time, but I don't think this is going to be quick, it looks like. Means that Molotov could actually use the Seeker instead. They're going to be going right down this. Sip setting himself up for a bit of a flashbang. There's the grenade coming in. Sip gets a kill and a good follow-up. Not really headshots, just spamming away that USP, but good for 2 kills. And now looking for a third. Simple will shut him down, but that's long range. The P250 down on the ground.
And the aggression, the kills from Zipnik's forced Simple to get aggressive and try and find more kills. That brought it out into the open for the elimination, and that's the bomb on the floor. This pistol round is surely going to go the way of Astralis. Glaive to close it out. 1-0.
Сейчас NaVi опять, наверное, форс возьмут.
That worked out really well. And it was, I mean,
я даже не удивлюсь. Они все время берут всякие форсы, а это бай проигрывают. Ну, это ВХ, понятно, что берите его отсюда.
He's perhaps the best, and I mean, you can see, like I said, it just forces Simple into an overextension on that upper ramp. Even though he gets the kill, there's nowhere to go after that. He's well exposed to all the rotations that come in.
Кто здесь батя?
No plant, no second round buy, so
я уверен, что он будет играть охеренно. Блин, вот перфекта, а? Клоун.
I appreciate that. Trying to make a name for yourself. Why not?
Почти близко.
No one's taken that mantle quite yet.
Да.
Shamefully so. I mean.
Но пацаны рофлят, как видишь.
Maybe Tarek. Well, there are a couple of players out there that will show something every once in a while. Simple crouching him with the D. Oh,
Simple, что дает, видал?
Taking down Meg is not great.
Нихрена себе, я думал, там уже ГГ, тут еще и 3 в 3 ситуация. А, ну Хрях остался. Зипникс не без разницы, и так называем. Ну, клатчер главный, поэтому надо его забрать. На повторе покажут, как Simple раздал.
Yeah, the thing that makes this very rough is the armor that they're lacking, but somehow that doesn't even matter. The MP9 comes in, they swap that out for an M4 now, and Electronic has got the health for it. It's a very awkward round indeed, but again, just remember that armor could...
Ой-ой-ой, Simple!
Forget about the armor!
Не, ну это читы, братан, он подрубил.
Simple with another kill. 3 of them, all headshots with the Deagle. That is why we just keep mentioning his name time and time again, and the M4 will end it.
Понимаю, понимаю. Я же сказал, они сейчас возьмут форс. Да, да. Вот чекай. Ну тут он его неплохо поймал. Ой-ой-ой. Да, я понимаю. Это такой, все, это ГГ, пацаны, уезжаем домой.
One of the things that we noticed yesterday was when Complexity was going on some of those big streaks against Astralis, one of the other things that was very uncharacteristic of this Danish team was it seemed like they kind of cracked a little bit, fumbled under that pressure.
Короче, Симплу уже давно надо бан давать. У него там одни ноускопы, флики. О, видал? Это ВХ, видал? Понимаю, все понятно. Выходим отсюда. Сейчас смотреть за ними. Кстати, как тебе игрок перфекта? А, Данил? Типа, я думаю, то, что он лучше, чем Гвардиан, это точно. Типа, у них сейчас неплохой состав, но я так думаю. Да. Он, знаешь, он по стилю как электроник какой-то, как Флейме. У них такой стиль одинаковый. То есть, как тебе объяснить? У Гвардиан такой стиль был, что-то по типу Симпла, но вообще не вывозил своими промахами.
Find some good timing to make it uncomfortable for them if they come rushing down the ramp. If you have to run through the smoke, that's generally not that much fun. Yeah, he's trying to time it.
Электроник, я так понимаю, в спину еще будет заходить. Второй подбест от Astralis. Все, он сейчас девайс смог прострелить, конечно же. О, даже не чекнул.
Electronics got one from behind. A great headshot from Glaive, but still control completely in the favor of NaVi.
Смотри, там 2 игрока, half HP. То есть раунд можно взять, тем более у них щитик. Ну все, изи. На сейф, на сейф.
Definitely worth saving here. That's a late call for NaVi. You pointed it out. Electronic had already pretty much cleared most of the bomb site.
I was surprised to even see that
Бумыч тоже клатч давал.
To go out that upper ramp, considering he was all the way at the end of Ivy. He was ready to attack. He was in position. He had felt no pressure whatsoever. So I'm assuming he just got very stern with this call to rotate back, and that'll be the second round for NaVi, 2-1 on this offensive side of Train.
Could have been pretty disastrous if they'd kept into that B bomb site.
That was very worrying. 3 players there. I think a 4th was going to arrive pretty quickly.
Пошли они к Зипниксу. Знаю то, что поодиночке их просто убьет всех.
But still, Astralis not really able to put too much into this round.
Смотри, аж плачет к Зипниксу. Все, проиграли матч.
It's going to be hard for them to find the perfect position to put that weapon in. Actually, Glaive picks up some body armor in this round, so a little bit of investment behind the Krieg. Just wanted to see if they could, turn it around somehow. And that one Mac-10 on Simple, I'm guessing he's going to be fairly aggressive with it.
1Б играет, слышишь у них?
I like this from Glaive though. I like the investment of armor. He's going to get boosted up as well. There's the aggression, as you mentioned, with the Mac-10.
У них у одного СГшка вот как раз таки,
который они заставили,
и форс раунд. Сейчас если Нави угадает то, что это Б, то это будет прекрасно. Он у Simple все. Изи минус 2, минус 3. Домой, домой. Все, опять селись пошли. Simple прям очень хорошо играет. Не, он видел? Он с ВХ играет. Он навозился на них. Ладно, я угораю. О, Мари, наводка. О, видал? И перфект туда же пошел. Ну, я понимаю. Качество не очень. Но если я поставлю больше, то будет подладить. Ну, я пробую просто. Типа, качество получше стало, да, но могут быть подвесом. Но если будет плохо, я, короче, переставлю обратно все. Ой, извини.
I'm actually a little surprised Megas didn't hear him. Maybe there was some communication. Maybe it was just out of his hearing. Yeah. It looked like Simple was close enough.
Пока что на все вообще идеально. Мне кажется, они даже игру немного чувствуют. Особенно Simple. У него все получается.
So let's see how this goes. Fast pace, utility being thrown out on the fly. Perfecto gonna be the first one up, jumps over the spam. Dupree's in some trouble, but he doesn't know it yet.
Oh, they have a lot of yard control. The bomb is still back there, so they're just trying to clear the path. Two people blindly shooting through, and Simple will go down. That was Magus picking that one up. I'm not sure what he could actually see. Glaive sneaking through, Perfecto on the other side. But he's alone right here. He needs some backup or someone to throw a grenade for him, or he might get spammed down eventually. Magus got one side. Ooh, Device will take a kill, but he's waiting for it. That actually wasn't smoke at all, so he can still see.
Bombs down so far back as well. I think these ops are going to start chewing up NaVi. Perfecto, no idea. Still, easy shot for Magisk. And now he can just lie in wait. Force Perfecto to commit and another kill. Nice job from the ops. All 5 kills going to the 2 snipers on Astralis.
That was, I mean, that kind of a round for NaVi. When you're set up with 2 people this aggressively, you can actually see over the smoke, but if you don't win that fight, then is there even a plan B at that point in time?
I'm not sure. I think the low percentage fight that Simple takes, just spamming through the smoke, I'm wondering if maybe he was doing
that to,
думаю,
они сейчас пойдут на Б, да? И на Б уже будет не один чел стоять, а двое-трое. А, нет, так же, они так же стоят. И они Б пошли. Хотя, может быть, и по блоку пойдут.
Yeah, that AWP on Simple as well. So,
сейчас не лагает.
People on the side of Astralis here with the odds, in spite of the fact that NaVi definitely looking like they're on point. But that was a good round for Astralis, especially investing into the double and not really losing that much in the round.
За 2 раунда неплохо. И с Мака минус 3 дал зажимы. И с Дигла минус 3 дал. В раунде, который уже слитый. Если будет такая игра, это будет очень интересно. Кто у нас там Флэми стоит сверху? Сейчас его девайс поймает. Ну они уже все перетянулись почти. Флэми, лови. Девайсы, просто выйди с Мака и убей девайс. Хорош. Флэми. А, он не читает, он не читает. Подожди. Сейчас если Флэми затащит, то, блин, вообще прикольно. Да они там все читеры. Он типа не видел, посмотрел вниз, да.
Yeah, but that's not that much damage for a dink, and that actually might lure Dupree into an awkward play. Might think he's very, very low, but the time is of the essence for Flamey.
Yeah, he's walking back into it. Dupree's got such a weird angle, and he'll win the fight just barely. That the beginning of this round, because if you notice, Sip was set up by a flash. I think Device threw that flashbang for Sip to get the double kill. He's peeking right in. They're both flashed right here. Yeah, it's Device getting the assist, so that was a clean setup. Device actually did a lot without getting any kills here, just to be able to do that. And then it's kind of almost lost the round anyway.
А почему не показали, как Флэми минус 3 дал?
If you're on Astralis side.
Well, especially because they lost both ops, they have to rebuy them on Magisk and Device. That's all their money. And NaVi, as I said, they were flush with cash from some of the early clean rounds.
Опять они 1Б играют. Надо NaVi просто как-нибудь на шифте пройти до апсов под Б. И просто... Оп, поймал. Нет, не поймал, не убил. Просто выйти Б, фастово, все, на этого гипнуться.
And now they definitely should fall back Astralis. No point in giving them more fights.
When you've
already done this well. In fact, Device is just doubling down on the aggression and Boomich showing up again, range with the CC. He's got no chance at all. He's gonna go down, and it's being called out. There's another guy in main. Yeah, this is kind of the opposite of what NaVi needed. Even if they end up losing this round from just from the early on, they want the same amount of damage as they did in the previous round.
Yeah, you want some kills. You want to keep that money low, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Flamey and Perfecto at this point, you're just thinking, you're not thinking for the win, you're thinking let's eliminate one player and see what else we can get
from that. Но он не выходит, он понимает это. Надо просто под флешечку выйти.
Device has them cut off from Ivy. They don't have the tools to go battle off at that range.
Так бомбит.
Deep smoke in towards T connector means they just have to wait it out. This is brutal.
Yeah, it does feel like they've been checkmated a little bit in this position. They could wait around and hope for a mistake, but the regular version of Astralis probably won't give you many. The one we saw yesterday was, you know, made you think maybe, but right now they're doing what they should be doing. 20 seconds on the clock.
Авик даже засейвит.
It's going to be a save call for NaVi. Electronic has 1200, so likely a half buy on some of these other three players. Electronic will have something to work with, but these two guys are going to be stuck on what they've got in hand at the moment. Only $50 in the bank for both of them. And for Astralis, not enough cash for the hunt. So this round kind of fizzles away slowly.
Сидишь такой думаешь, вот смотрю стрим, как играет NaVi Astralis, и кто-то пишет. Так и заходишь, а там никого нет, да? Никто не написал.
Yeah, there's no point in, I mean, if they had more money, Astralis, surely they go look for the fight in the last 10 seconds, but I agree, this time not worth it, really.
142 ADR on Simple.
Just par for the cause, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty blistering start for him. Nice shots from Device as well, even the follow-up wide swing. I liked this play. That's just asserting some dominance out, even though it's not necessarily a smart fundamental play. So much information, a calculated risk that nets them everything.
Oh, grenade around the corner. That's going to land on top of at least some of them.
Опять NaVi играет по одной и той же тактике. Заметил? Ничего не меняется.
He's got Magus behind him. Could throw a grenade. Oh no!
Симплуха!
Styling on Dupree.
Они реально походу по рофлу играют. А, это ММ-ка что ли? Давайте глобал апнем быстро. Пойдем отсюда. Да-да-да.
I would love to see Dupree's, you know, face cam when that happens.
Не получилось у Бумыча, получится у Симпла.
I'm sure we will.
He's got some eye rolls in him, doesn't he?
Now towards the inner bomb site with such low HP, this seems like a perfect setup for a multi-kill from Zipnix.
Yeah. And this position is very, very hard to clear. What you really need is to find a way to make Magus go relevant, so you have to force Zip to look above himself. But if that doesn't happen and he can just focus on that grab, yeah, he's in a really strong position. And you see immediate headshot. The grenade out, just buying time, 40 seconds on the clock. Magus can Device showing up, long range with that double orb, and no chance to do anything here. Simple, gonna go down, had a deagle and low health. 5 rounds on the board for Astralis and starting to build some real economy behind themselves right now.
I think the tough part is this double op setup from Astralis is looking very, very strong at the moment. I don't think it hasn't seemed like NaVi's really had the answer for it just yet. That's all you can do.
Yeah, it's hard at the moment, isn't it, to not take that personally.
Не, ну NaVi на этой карте получается лучше играть из спецназ. Хотя, когда они играли с Маузами в финале, и Крис Джей сделал эйс 1-5, я думаю, все-таки спецназ не очень будет. Хотя, на самом деле, спецназ не играет получше.
They already had a round.
Двое около мейна вообще стоят. Вот сейчас можно зайти через зелень. Там один на зелени стоит, можно его убить. Шанс 14. Польза Astralis? Я пользу NaVi.
So, still, they're playing T side of Train NaVi, so the fact that they already have 3 rounds is actually a pretty decent sign. If they could build some more and get up to, you know, 6 or something, that's where you start to feel a bit more confident, I would say.
Я надеюсь, NaVi возьмет эту карту. Тут Глейв тупо их зажал. Сейчас их Зипникс убьет двоих парень. А, нет. А, да. Ну ничего, это форс был.
5 in a row since they brought out the double op setup. To go back to that point.
Если хочешь, я могу погромче сделать.
Игру саму. So they were adamant about using it. They wasn't just sort of like, let's test this out. They actually really want to stick with it. And I guess we see why. It's been working really well. It's disgusting when they both show up in the B bomb site. When Device is already there and then, you know, Magus shows up with the second one. long corridor, like all the way down the bomb site. What do you do?
Well, we still haven't seen, I mean, when attacking the bomb sites, NaVi hasn't made great progress. You know, even the round that got close, the first round with the double op setup, it was, you know, it was a 2-on-4 that kind of turned in their favor eventually, but the first 3 players got wiped out, and no one is making it into the bomb site. No one's able to push down those lanes inside and outside bomb sites.
Ну, это реклама. Никому нахрен не нужная.
Winning the pistol, losing 3, and then back to winning the next 5 here. That's a pretty good trend if you're on the Astralis side. Setting up a pretty common setup for NaVi at the moment. Bomb dropped far back, so they're just trying to get a little bit of control down towards Ivy and up in the white holes up there. Dupree playing a much more forward in the in that pop dog room.
Well, he's not scared by the taser kill that came out earlier, the Zeus kill.
Не, ну вот сейчас NaVi играет по какому-то своему опять стилю, как-то очень закрыто, менее агрессивно. Вот согласись, в начале этой карты они играли агрессивно и как-то прям, ну это красивая, эта игра была, вот, например, от Симпла. Он играл агрессивно и раздавал. Сейчас они играют как-то опять зажато, и все время они успевают перетягиваться и убивают их. Надо вот как-то вот агрессивно играть, как они играли. А они это боятся. Вот никто не поймал его. Все, вот он его убил, и надо выходить, понимаешь? Они как-то опять стоят. Уже есть инфа, то, что это А.
That's some very fortunate timing, but now they have to go. They know they've got to hit it right now because more backup shows up. Under 40 seconds as they try and make their way through.
Вот когда у меня будет процессор новый, я буду стримить, как я играю, я покажу, как надо играть. Ой, Флеймич хорош. Блин, вот здесь надо было Симпла убивать сейчас. А Астралис играет с щитами. Райс даже так говорил.
Counting the seconds here, not trying to stop the bomb. I thought maybe he would have instead.
It's девайсы, вообще не считают девайсы.
Много попал. He needed that kill immediately. He knows Dupree's already out around the corner. Simple in a 1 versus 2, and he's not going to get the chance. Dupree will
вот видно было то, что сейчас это Simple хотел убить с ноускопа челика. Ладно, тебя не воняет говной. И ты тоже. Ладно, слава богу, это не воняет. Блин, тут меня воняет.
That is just a great, you know, take your hands off the keyboard and mouse and let your teammate do all the work. Glaive had a pretty stellar round as well, but just smart play all over from Dupree and Device.
I can't believe he got a leg shot as well. Because if Simple turns and just gets down Device,
Simple
such a different round.
It's a whole different round. 7-3. 4-round lead for Astralis. And now the problem becomes they had Astralis for like 2 or 3 rounds in that really scary position where they're just out of money. Where there's, you know, if they lose that round, they're done.
Пацаны, вы не хотите меня...
That's what allows you to claw up to that 5-6 rounds very early and feel much more
Слишком
comfortable.
быстро камера
Now this is
поменялся,
going to be
я
a
хотел
grinding
озвучивать.
battle. They're going to have to win these rounds in isolation. It's going to be tough to string 2, 3 together, especially when you haven't even found yet the recipe to overcome the 2 ops.
And you've already had a number of rounds here where, you know, your star player in
Simple как будто не в кэску играет, а в какой-то хоррор, реально. Видишь, он боится, его убили, он такой...
You need the rest of the team to follow that in right now.
Испугался, бедный.
Lord Boomich at 0 kills at the moment and 9 deaths.
Опять наушники всякие рекламируют. Как мне это говно обратить? Жалко, что никак как раз.
He's getting the rest of them to do the work, you know. Send him out in the field.
Не хочу никакой рекламы,
having a good time.
Hanging out.
Maybe it's too lordly, in fact.
Он сейчас Simple поймает. А, нет, не поймает. Глейв все знает, реально, он все знает. Обычно они даже в молик могут пойти и раздать. Сейчас нет.
Look at the utility on that NaVi team. I mean, this is before they even get, you know, attempt a bomb plant. After plants are not going to be fun.
Электроник ВХ. Хороший электроник.
That's a real check on device.
Ну, минус снайпер тоже хорошо. А, у них еще и Magisk. Вот двое Б стоят. Минус 3. Понимаю.
They thought they had it all figured out. Once they saw Sip falling back down there, I think they thought, all right, that's it.
Не, ну шанс все равно есть в раунде у Электроника. Теперь Электроник
He can bring it right back. They have no idea he's here. There's the first kill. Simple. He's looking for the flank at the moment, but Electronic cannot convert. Simple has the intel. He knows exactly where Glaive is, but great movement from Glaive to stay alive. He's forcing Simple to be the aggressor, trying to find this kill before the flank comes in, because Magus is creeping behind him, and he can't even handle the first.
That's every single one from Glaive. He actually stayed alive for the whole thing and got the ace. The way that all got started. Man, this is a wild round because you can actually almost read NaVi's psychology in this round. Electronic opens it up on the other side, so and then they see Sip falling back, and they think that's it. You know, they bought it. That one kill over at Ivy, that sold it, and then Glaive is still hiding in there for a magnificent spray down.
I mean, you can't do that though. I mean, that's just poor theory and poor crafting on how to attack that bomb site. 3 players all looking in the same direction, not a single one covering the other. And that's what allows Glaive to get 3 kills and eventually the ace. Sloppy play so far on the attack for NaVi.
Моих тиммейтов, когда они берут ножик в руку, их потом убивают, потому что они не читают тайминги. Тут у NaVi также такие же ошибки делают. Знают то, что Astralis играет агрессивно, могут вообще где угодно стоять, могут поджать все равно. Они бегут с ножами, блин. Еще и на выходе. Понимаю.
Smoke is fading ever so slightly, and he's a bit quicker inside of the smoke, which is a common occurrence now.
Listen, Electronic's having some success. Probably the most success NaVi has had is out towards Ivy. And it's usually been allowing Electronic to work on his own. So they have to find ways to have success elsewhere based off those kills, but this is a bit tough.
Вот если бы сейчас Simple даже боевой, нифига себе, понимаю.
О,
2 ВХшника чекай. Если бы даже Simple сейчас его в поп-доге бы убил бы, то он бы стопудово бы отвернулся, и его бы второй бы разменял. Потому что они слишком агрессивно играют и непредсказуемо. Все тут сейлит только. 25 хп, 20 секунд. Да, это первая карта.
See if they could pick up the second AWP. It's pretty far
back
there, so they only saved the one.
И Simple дал офигенных 2 трипл-килла в начале игры.
On a 8-round run. And out of those 8 rounds, well, one of them was the save round.
Simple, они, короче, проиграли первый раунд NaVi, пистолетку, и Simple дал минус 3 в голову с диглом. И они взяли форс. Ну, это дефолт, что я объясняю. NaVi бай проигрывают, а форсы берут.
And they're doing a very good job, Astralis, of changing up their defense pretty much every single round. NaVi cannot get a good read of where these AWPs are going to be positioned.
Pretty good grenade there on Electronic. SWAT. 58 damage. Just
но сейчас Astralis играет дефолтно.
Двое
под А, двое под Б, один. Ivy стоит. Опа, сейчас смотрите, сейчас Бумыч завалит. Чекайте. Да, отлично, отлично. Вот здесь надо кинуть флешку. Или уйти просто. Надо просто сейчас Б выйти, у них челик пересингался. Зиппингс.
3 players still defending outside because the op on device is pushed towards upper ramp. They
ой-ой-ой, хорошая флешка. Убивать, убивать надо. Что этот Magic себе вообще позволяет? Ой, Электроник хорош вообще, пацаны, вы видели сейчас? Я думал, что его просто в смок он зажмет. Он что-то даже не стрелял. Он хотел, наверняка забрать все. Ну там Simple, и я даже не боюсь ничего. Simple сейчас чекнет его. Ну чекнет же.
At least if he sticks around here, 25 seconds, and if the bomb drops in the middle, then Device has got a really good chance. Can he get the flick? Not quite. That's a tall order to ask. 18 seconds, and the bomb will be going down. Electronic hiding at a very strange off angle, and now Device
Симпл, не выходи, не надо. У тебя ВХ, ты сам все знаешь. Ну как ГВП, все, минус девайс. Сейчас если он выйдет, его убьют. Да, все. Отличный раунд Нави. Красавчик, красавчик. Сложный, но взяли. Вот мне понравился, как они сейчас это... Поп-блок запушили и вышли с него по флешке. Электроник, смотрите, как просто прочитал. Тот ты говоришь, что Нави проиграет, теперь ты говоришь, что не выиграет. А, или ты имеешь в виду это? Не карты. Не, ну то, что они выиграют, это я так, ну и думаю тоже. Я думаю, они вот эту карту выиграют. Вот. А дальше я не знаю, какие там карты будут. Но даст они проиграют, я думаю. Вертига точно проиграют они, если Вертига будет. Ну это вак. Прочитано, прочитано. Подбы вообще никого. А нет, он один. В коннекторе стоит. Xzipnix. Сейчас бы ему хаешку кинуть туда и все. И инфа будет. И халф будет. Халф HP.
And Electronic again, the lone attacker at Ivy.
Yeah, right now they're actually going to be swapping Mega Skill a bit further back. That means this A bomb side.
Что делать будем, пацаны? Да фиг его знает, давай я в мусорку залезу и я останусь тут. Раскидка, наверное, ну все, это выхода будет. А пода вообще никого нет. Поп-блок только один. Выходите, убивайте его и все. А там смоук.
It's not the most exciting, not even going to go for the retake unless Xzipnix does something crazy from ladder room, but preserve the weapons for that final round. And the gamble doesn't pay off.
Так, брат сказал, будет нюк Инферно. Но нюк у Нави шансы, думаю, есть взять нюк. Вот, но в 2019-м у Astralis нюк был одной из самых сильных карт. Но я думаю, Нави нюк смогут взять. А про Инферно я вообще думаю то, что Нави могут взять Инферно. На самом деле спокойненько. Вот Вертига вообще, думаю, нет. Если будет Вертига, это вообще ГВП. Тем более здесь Best of 3 вроде как. Я даже не знаю, Best of 3 здесь или нет. А, да, Best of 3, Best of 3. А, вон, слева сверху показывается. Best of 3, Трейн, Нюк, Инферно, да. Все, отлично, отличный раунд, наверное. Смысл такой, то, что Astralis остается 5-4. То есть Нави стоит 5-4, и Astralis понимают, что там плент из 5 человек, и поэтому они просто не пошли. И они просто сейвили. Потому что весь плент уже, все позиции чекаются, и смысл выходить еще никого нет. Ну, Симпл тут с МХ играет. Вон там слева сверху, смотри, видишь? Вот. Best of 3. Трейн, Нюк, Инферно. Это, наверное, просто плохое качество, ну, из-за того, что у меня такое видео плохое. И ты, наверное, не видишь, там у тебя расслышно. А может и нет. Вон, видишь? Вот. Прям над картой. Ты правильно сказал, брат, ты правильно сказал. Что Бумыч пока что на трейне игра не очень идет. Оп. Какой же это сайт, интересно. Задержка? Думаю, что нет, вроде нет. Потому что я когда ставил в настройках стрима, там это ставилась минимальная, то есть самая минимальная задержка. Там типа было с отличным качеством, но с огромной задержкой. Я поставил вот так вот, чтобы не было никакой задержки, чтобы пообщаться, что такое. Ну так, в принципе, тоже неплохо все видно. Икс, качество не отличное, да, знаю, но... Опа, Марик наводится. Зюприт, ты дебил, что ли?
Look at the Bree just playing anti-flash, because he's got backup from device right behind him, so that's very difficult to break. I mean, you could do it with a Molotov or something, but then you're throwing those grenades so early that you're going to be missing them later. See what they do to try and break this, if they actually show up for it.
Это что такое вообще, реально? Он даже не смотрит налево. Там челик мог, ну, из Нави на шифте просто пройти и убить его так. Сейчас, кстати, если Бумыч пойдет через Ави, то он прям в спину может зайти на Б через Сити, и тогда можно будет Б открыть. Пойдем предупредить с ВХ, который перфекты, красавец, красавец.
That's a very important kill for Magus right now. 18 seconds, and they're going to go straight for the bomb. Oh, the grenade!
Блин,
he was
серьезно?
They were shooting under the actual carriage, so Simple had
to
to
move
out of the way. And once he did, the grenade
Если будет ставить его,
what could you even do at this point in time? He's looking for the bomb. He's finally picked it up, and he's out of time. There's nothing to do. 10 rounds for Astralis here at the end of the first half. Man, I can't. We're gonna need to see a replay of that. What a way to end it. They shot him under the train, and he ran into the grenade. That's so unfortunate.
That was a perfect round for Astralis out of the timeout. You have to appreciate a perfect 2 rounds to close the half, considering the save in the previous. I really like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to a halftime break. When we come back, we'll see if NaVi can recover on defense.
Да, Бумыч вообще разломался, он даже не развернулся. Тебе такой, вот я лох, даже щитом не могу его убить. Передай Ванику привет. Здорово, Ваню. Тебе привет вот от Денчика. А он так видит, братан. Мы тут с ним рядом сидим, он тоже смотрит, он просто стесняется. Хотя это у меня с речью проблема, он тут должен говорить, а я не стесняюсь. Да не, он сейчас он посидит и будет разговаривать, я думаю. Раскроется пацан. Так, это что у нас такое? Про читы рассказывает моряки. Блин, прикольный чит, я только буду на мажоре использовать. Я покупаю его. Да, братан, купим его? Конечно, купим его, братан. Мне похер то, что я не из твоей команды, но я куплю его. Так, а ты что будешь делать с этим? А, понимаю. Так, ну все, короче, смотри, у тебя сейчас должен быть офигенный аим. Сейчас, если ты попадаешь, что чит реально работает, и ты его покупаешь, хорошо? Хорошо, хорошо, я согласен, братан. Ага, ага. Угорает одним, но дебилом. Паленый чит продают. Давай, у тебя есть минут 30, чтобы взять раунд. Ну такой себе чит, не в голову.
Oh. Come on, you were better at the warm-up.
Yeah. Что-то себе какой-то пленный чит, братан.
We'll give you that one back. His aim is better in CS:GO. Oh. Are you even gonna get one?
Лошара ты, конечно, что говорить не умеешь.
What the?
Ой, лошара.
Precious carry to me. Oh my god. We'll give you that one back as well.
Oh. Кстати, для киберспорта он неплохо на самом деле с дротиков попадает.
Leg shot. Oh, okay, that's okay. We'll give you this one here, and this one fell off. So you got 2 more darts to salvage your score.
Всякую хрень показывают, но слава богу, то, что это хотя бы не какая-нибудь реклама, а то они любят свою рекламу везде оставлять. Хотя здесь она тоже везде вставлена. Сейчас будут на эту рекламу читов.
Not bad. So your 10 darts, we're gonna now count the scores. Blame F, we have your score. It's a respectable 40. Not bad. How do you guys think he did?
I mean, I think he did pretty good.
Yeah?
At the end, at least.
I think he struggled a lot.
Oh, there.
Struggled a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. So you think you're gonna smash him?
Yeah. Shark just told me that he's really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really
I think I got a red chance, you know. Okay. When I was 4 years old, I was used to play like.
Так, это отвлекся немного.
Yes. You're doing that. Easy.
It was what 1 year ago then.
В ММ-ку?
There you have it, 40. But guys, stay tuned because you're not.
Я
don't
не
want to miss
знаю.
Glaive and Josh throwing some darts.
Ну, типа, если смотреть все матчи, то... Я, наверное, не пойду смотреть все матчи. Но я думаю, я все матчи не буду смотреть, я сдохну смотреть. Тем более, если это будет 3-2 где-то, это точно нет. Наверное, матчи 2 посмотрим, и все, я пойду в
back, ladies and gentlemen. The second half coming up here, and it's been a
crazy game already. 10-5 at the end of the first half.
I mean, the way that it ended here, Boomich trying to get the bomb and simply running out of time to even take any kind of a fight. You see 4 seconds left when he actually finally got it. That's rough, but I mean, overall, NaVi is still staying pretty competitive, and that's in spite of the fact that Astralis were pretty deadly with that double ult setup.
Yeah, despite how ugly that half looked, I mean, really, 3 of those 5 rounds were just because Astralis didn't have the money to fight, but
yeah,
that was a brutal defense put up by Astralis. Still, 5 rounds you can work with. You can recover from this. We'll see how good this defense can be from NaVi on train. Utility on electronic, there's no kits on the CT side. Boomich gonna go for the fight. He's got one, can't transfer over. Still 3 players at range out at this bomb site.
I thought he would have got nothing from that fight. It looked like he was. Oh,
ну, электроник опять смоук шьет. Че на дасте, он минус 2 дал смоук. Опа, все, перфекто дал инфу, то, что это Б. Нави, кстати, не перетягивается, думаю, то, что это фейк. Он, кстати, правильно думает, потому что
that would help
Astralis
so much, and they're kind of banking on it. Oh, there it is, the headshot from the Glock to take it out, and suddenly they could try and pinch this bomb side a little bit. Well, this is scary.
Well, they could also try and pitch towards inner if Glaive wants to make his way. It looked like he wanted, he had the idea. Perfecto taking a shot. He just spots the one inside. New angle. Out in the open is Dupree, and he still wins the fight straight up. Zip waiting in ladder room. That's the bomb spotted as well. He needs to back away and join up with Dupree towards the B site. And Dupree is just holding on like a champ, like the champion that he is.
Думаю, у Флейми шансов 1 в 3 нет.
Buying so much time. Actually, they've just gone right back outside. Flamey has no chance. He's been juked.
I can't believe it. Yeah, that's... I mean, that's obviously Dupree individually playing well, but then the constant switching around. They saw the bomb over at Ivy, they saw Sip falling back, and as Dupree's holding it because they want to rotate in, Dupree just says, that's fine, they're all here, let's go back to A instead. Yeah, you're going to feel really outplayed.
Oh yeah. So outplayed that you don't even go for it. You just hang out at that inner bomb site, try and preserve the armor. Dupree's going to be on the hunt. What a nice round for Dupree. Had a pretty stressful first half in that ladder room. He was Zeus. He had a couple awkward deaths.
Будем почаще сами стримить.
Put that taser on you, and suddenly life is no longer fun, is it? Chance here for Dupree to close it out. He's got a bit of range. Instead, it's Flamey to at least get a bit of revenge before he goes down. Still, 11-5, and oh, that's a disaster for NaVi. Talking about a strong start, you would love to see Simple with an early AWP on this map. And they could obviously go for a double of their own.
I think they're going to need it. I'm actually surprised to see him go so heavy into the scout, but they're looking to win this second round, much like they did in the first half. But if they're not going to win this, that's going to be one more round. Simple won't have the AWP, and that might be like one of the few chances they have going into that first gun round. Perfecto, the young player, on his own at the inner bomb site. A lot of faith in him. Boomich has already hit the floor. That's ladder room.
Но они, наверное, Astralis смотрели демки и видели то, что Boomich все время играет по блоге. Просто в каждой игре, реально на трене он играет всегда по блоге. Практически, наверное, 90%. Поэтому не знаю, как против него играть. Я думаю, надо менять уже что-то.
Well, it's an interesting decision to make as well, because you can't imagine they have a whole lot of faith in him playing at this level just yet. And the fact that he's in there alone, that's going to make you feel like you're that rotating player. It's going to make you feel like you have to lean in that direction a little bit. Like you have to be prepared to help at that bomb site, you know, even when maybe it's not necessary. So that's just going to weaken the defense outside as well. Gamble stack for NaVi, 4 players at B. Astralis is very slow and very cautious, wheeling towards Ivy.
Yeah, they just don't want to make any mistakes.
Не, ну если хочешь, короче, Денчик, то мы можем после этой катки пойти поесть. Ой, поесть. Поиграть в КС-ку с этим, с Серегой. Одну игру сыграем, и потом пойдем смотреть дальше. Опять начнем этот стрим, и пойдем смотреть дальше, если хочешь. Типа я, ну, мы же это как-то сыграем стопудово. Они не закончат играть, у них там будет еще ни хера времени. Поэтому можно будет сейчас досмотреть. Там тем более еще перерыв, минут идет 20-15 на следующую карту. Можно будет сыграть, мы даже, наверное, на пистолетку успеем, на вторую. Ну, пока что видно то, что она слитая. Но начинали они очень неплохо. NaVi, как обычно, отдают. Поэтому даже это Мэджиск уже угорает.
I think even making sure no one goes to pick up the UMP or anything, they're really punishing them. Glaive at 23-8. That's kind of outrageous considering just this is the 17th round. We've seen Glaive with those kind of games before.
I mean, he's obviously someone we talk about as one of the best frag game leaders that we have in the entire scene. He's been unbelievable at times with what he's able to accomplish, especially on the defense, as we saw in that first half. It happens across multiple maps. For me, it's I think of Glaive being a fragging in-game leader on a map that's Nuke, the way he plays outside in Mini.
Yeah, he's playing that aggressive yard position where he's like.
Не, он GP что-то вообще какую-то хрень делал, реально стоял в мейне, смотрел в стенку, прям на голову навелся.
Что-то такое было.
Две гранаты, и они задамажили вообще по минимуму. NaVi еще и форс. Но они должны брать, так как это форс.
A very slow creep behind the smoke outside, and NaVi just had no idea. Simple responding with the scout, but you can't get much done on the follow-up from there.
Я сижу с Ваником, и тут у меня еще 30 мелкий. 5 лет же, да? Твоему брату. Вот, нет, 5-летний сидит рядом тут. Ну, и это не сидит, а точнее лежит на кровати и смотрит всякую фигню в телефоне. Да, я только с Ваником сижу. У Вани вторые наушники, у меня есть вторые наушники, они тоже с микрофоном, но микрофон там плохой, поэтому я его не вставлял во второй проем. Вот, а наушники нормально работают, поэтому он слушает наушники как, ну, в этих, в игровых. Не самое хорошее, но он слушает. Это Костя вообще лежит, смотрит свою.
I don't know. They've looked decent. Simple and electronic, but yeah, again, the scoreboard does tell a lot of the story of what's been going on so far.
There's not enough production down the line to face up against a team like Astralis. You have to have all 5 players at least doing their job, and at the moment they've only got 2 who you could even argue are going above and beyond their job, but at the moment, just not enough. Simple's got that AWP. Gonna cover Boomich and Electronic, getting aggressive into sandwich and towards E-Box.
Every time we get a replay of Simple looking like that, where he sort of, you know, he just touches like, you know, 2 or 3 fingers right to the middle of his forehead. He's got that migraine building. I just wanna one time.
Give him a hug.
Yeah, it's been too much, too long. Perfecto and Simple inside of the bomb site. Looks like it's going to be a very quick hit from Astralis. No delay at all. They just go straight for it, running past the Molotov and running down Perfecto.
Поймал, но
well, he got the shot off, but
сверху уже никто, да, упанул под Б. Но Электроник дает минус, оставляет шансы в 3-3. А, до этого нет, ты ешь. Все, я же тебе говорю, не ешь.
It's a nice Molotov to force Sipniks off the bomb spot, but there's no one there to punish it. Boomich has been spotted. That's a big kill on the flank, but Sip is going to come close the gap, and he's got it.
Нормально. Так, а теперь есть инфа по Зипниксу, и NaVi должны брать этот раунд просто спокойно. Что? Что делает Электроник? Он серьезно думал, что он будет сверху? Он мог быть как снизу, так сверху. Флейми. Ну, успел, Флейми красавчик.
Then it would have been too late. You just hear it clicking off. It's
going to be down to the last millisecond, but it will work out. $4350, и Флейми не покупает диффуза, понимаю. Все, хватит, я себе это люблю. Потом поедем. Сейчас досмотрим, и я буду играть, и будешь следить шутки.
Unfortunately, he's just off by maybe a second. Did not expect Flamey to just stop and take the shot. 13-6. A chance for NaVi to fight back and try and close this gap. That was a much-needed victory, but a costly one. Only one player surviving, so they're going to have money issues as well. And I mean, I guess when you win every clutch that you're ever in, you're going to be disappointed at losing one at a 13-5
Что за говно у вас тут лежит? Видел? Это Зоник такой смотрит что-то вниз. Да-да-да. Это бласт выпало, не вымыли.
Yeah, maybe it's just developed.
Нет, кейсмани нормально, на самом деле. Я сейчас его не рекламирую, но меня там один раз обманули, поэтому это говно. Ну как сказать, типа, я когда скины отдавал, да, я типа хотел отдать нож, и М, короче, Безумный Космос. Обменять на скины. Вот, но я их не обменял, а типа просто хотел сначала продать, а потом уже решить, что купить. И получилось так, то, что я отдал скины не боту на Кайсмане, а какому-то челику, который вообще как-то зашел непонятно за бота и отнял у меня скины. То есть у него был там написано бот, но это был не бот, короче, Кайсмане. Прикольно просто работает. И мне сказали, то, что типа я виноват, то, что я не проверил какой-то там URL, вот это вот всякие. Значит, короче, это не мои проблемы.
Oh, and Flamey, I actually like that idea. He was trying to see if he could maybe get one back on them. Spotted out with the AWP up there. Device, he knows, and he wants to go for the fight. He's ready for it. Nearly getting that, but Perfecto, and they line up for 7. Unbelievable timing. He got the first kill through the smoke there by the E-box on Boomich.
Сейчас пойдем. Не, тут на 14-6, я думаю, уже ничего не получится.
That would have been you just been lucky.
Они тем более так сидят у него.
He was aiming for Simple to evacuate, right? And then the player comes out of connector at the perfect time. That one through the smoke. I mean, talk about lucky.
Ты это видел сейчас?
Guess he'll take both then.
Там даже модельки не было показано сейчас. Нам.
Yeah, you're right.
Вот этот нож, который на эту депрей первый раз еще вижу.
I'm sure Duncan has some quote basketball related.
I think that's a Batman quote. That's Two-Face.
Well, even more relevant for Duncan.
Смотри, сейчас прострелит.
Device, listen, they were wrecking us earlier on the desk. I feel like.
Когда сказали то, что Символ будет топ-1 в мире. Я не боюсь угорать начинаю.
Flamey alone out in the yard, and Simple and Perfecto not. Wait, they've got pistols. What are we meant to do here? 6 rounds for NaVi. I don't know. There was so much more promise, I feel like. If you just look at the scoreline, that's not the read you're going to get.
Помню, как Бумыч это год назад говорил. Вот я, если попадусь с Astralis, я их просто вырву. Просто разметем мясо, я не помню, что он там говорил. И видно, как 14-6 они. Нет, начало было очень интересно. Не знаю, что.
They've really shown a lot of heart.
Сейчас проверим.
Can we go with that?
We can go with that. We'll go with the platitudes. They've left it all out there on the train yards. 15-6. And it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, such a powerful lead.
Я не знаю, что, братан.
And NaVi's economy, I mean, it's
я потом сам стрим кое-что посмотрю. Сейчас мы уже его закончим. Сейчас раунда не сыграем. Я посмотрю стрим и посмотрю, какие были эти проблемы, и попробую их исправить. Потому что стрим только первый, я ни хера еще ничего не знаю. Это он прям вообще такой, знаешь, на самом деле я его не планировал. Я хотел поиграть в CS-ку, потом вспомнил то, что Astralis с NaVi играет, и решил просто сделать стрим. Причем я решил его сделать, когда матч, так скажем, не начинался, когда NaVi приехали. Этот какого? На этот бласт.
Just all of a sudden an acrobat, is he?
На тебя? Ну, не знаю.
Why is he taking time to learn that?
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
Пытается пострелять.
Ooh, this is awkward though. It's very concentrated in the middle of the yard, and Flamey covering Ivy from long range with an M4. It's not the most reliable.
Не, ну я думаю, 15-6 против Astralis, но это точно не взять, тем более NaVi проигрывает не важные раунды, там, ну, то есть не важные, а не такие раунды, там 1 в 1, 1 в 2, а вообще прям все очень плохо у NaVi. Ну все равно посмотрю.
That was in my mind, Jason. I had to get it out.
Just had to качество улучшить, все такое. Потому что качество, я сижу с компа, типа, не, мне видно, как они стреляют, как они фликают, но нет такой четкости. Качество среднее.
He's become a bit of a champion hiding inside of that smoke, and it's really working out for him. But on the other side, Perfecto and Flamey have to stay alive. Getting these first 2 kills on electronic is amazing, but if this B-Def doesn't hold, it doesn't really matter. There's Perfecto going down, and now the question is Flamey, is he going to be brave enough to flank around? He's looking for the kill, but up on the high ground, Sip is right up there, and he'll take him down, and is ready for more of a fight. A 2-on-3 now, and a last chance for NaVi to continue on train.
No kit as well. This is going to have to be quick. There's a real chance here, especially with Device, that AWP perching towards long. He's covering his teammate perfectly. Zip and Device can do so much work. That's the first, and now it's Device's turn. Oh, and he just looked away, but he had the opportunity.
He saw it out. Now Blumich is coming in from the other side. This is very rough. There are no grenades there. They might be out of time already. Sip goes down, but again, it might not even matter. He's straight on the bomb, but I don't know. This is going to be almost impossible, isn't it? You hear it already ticking away. One defuse kit, and they would have had another round, but it might be too late. And indeed, it is 16 rounds for Astralis as they take down NaVi on train.
Ладно, все, короче, что, пойдем играть сейчас, Данчик.
Almost flawless victory here. That was very, very powerful.
Right. I mean, we mentioned NaVi did
Ну
just
что,
enough
погнали,
to get
сейчас я
5
тогда
rounds to have a
стрим
fighting
заканчиваю и
puncher's
погнали
chance in
сразу.
that second half, and they just never got involved into it. That double up setup, though, in the first half, the defensive stand from Astralis was a thing of beauty. So, looking like they